Hello, my brother, how are you? Hello, Jordan, I am fine, how are you? I'm very fine, thank you very much. Thank you so much for doing this interview. I'm ready to talk about autism, because you and I have been born with autism before. Yes, that's right. So, tell me, what was your experience like when you was born with autism? Well, to be honest, when I was born with autism, it hasn't really changed my life, really. The most important is that, I look ahead to the future than looking back. When you have autism and special needs and disabilities, it can sometimes affect you. But for me, it hasn't affected me at all, because now I have a bright future. I work as a music producer, as I told you before. And what's important for me is that when you have autism, it's okay to have autism because we've all had it before. So for me, it's important that we try to live our lives as long as we can. And how do you feel autism? How do you think autism makes you feel physically, but also mentally? Physically and mentally, it makes me feel proud, because if you look at the bigger picture, we were born differently. We're different to everybody. We were born in different ways. And now because I feel a need to express and speak out, because normally I wouldn't keep it inside, although I want to express my feelings about having autism, being born with it. I go to special needs schools. Sometimes I've disability problems, but I was confident that I can get through this and be able to get on with my life and focus on the future than looking at the past. For me, it's about the destiny. And if you look at destiny, then you've just been going in the right direction. So for me, one thing about autism makes me feel physically, mentally feel proud. Not just proud, but also happy, because I've experiences where on another day I could have been thinking about ending my life, because I have autism, and what people might think of me. They might think of me quite differently, but for me, I only think about just living my life, just get on and get on with my life, and just try to forget everything what's happened in the past and just focus on the future, and let my disabilities and autism speak for itself. That's right, very touching, very touching. Having said that, we mentioned about having autism. You mentioned about how it makes you feel physically, mentally, but do you feel like having autism right now? Can you take that? Can you use that as an inspiration to everyone else? I'm talking about, people that have autism before. Maybe for those who don't have autism. Can you use that as a motivation? But not that as inspiration to others. Yes, of course. And I think at the end of the day, you have to use that. When you have experience with people who have been born with autism and special needs, you sometimes you don't talk and express yourself, but sometimes it's good to express it. Use that as a motivation to inspire people who have autism. And that way people can understand the message and what I've been through. We've all been through this before, and as much as you're young or old or however old you are, and how you was born, it's important that you take that and just get on with your life. For me, that's what I think. For me, it's the most important thing, because when you use as a motivation to others, they can really take notice and just find a good call to understand what autism means, or how autism makes you feel. Very good. And just lastly, what has autism taught you when it was born? Autism has taught me that I had to get through a lot of difficulties, especially when he was born. For example, I have disabilities. Sometimes I wouldn't understand what I have to say. So sometimes you need to get through the difficulties. But for me, I've learned a lot not as a child, but as a person as well. And I feel like being an autistic person, it's not going to affect my life. It's not affecting the person who I am. It's gonna help me to live my life and enjoy my bright future, and really enjoy what I love most. And at the end of the day, we all got to live our lives, because even we're not autistic or not, it's good to experience that with other people. So for me, I feel that the most important thing is just to enjoy life. Doesn't matter if you're autistic or not, just live your life. Live your life, and your future will be bright. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for taking this time to do that. I appreciate what Evan said. My pleasure, my brother. Thank you very much.